George Clooney knows Grizzly 2 is a disaster. But does that make it a cult classic? Horror movies have long been a launching pad for future stars, whether they intended it or not. And few have risen as high as George Clooney, whose early filmography includes gems like Return to Horror High and Return of the Killer Tomatoes. But there's one title that stands out, not for its fame, but for its infamy: Grizzly 2 Revenge. If you've never heard of it, there's a good reason. The film was shelved for nearly 40 years before finally seeing the light of day a couple years ago. But here's where it gets controversial. Is Grizzly 2 a cinematic train wreck, or a hidden cult treasure waiting to be rediscovered? And this is the part most people miss. Clooney himself is in on the joke. During a recent promotional event for J. Kelly, Clooney was playfully grilled about his experience with Grizzly 2. Thanks to footage captured by Chris Bumbray of Joe Blow Movies, we got a rare glimpse into Clooney's thoughts on the film. With a mix of humor and self-awareness, Clooney quipped, "It came out, 2 years ago? And we're getting terrible fucking reviews." It's hard not to laugh at his candid take, but it raises a question. Could these terrible reviews actually fuel the film's cult status? Let's hope they don't derail Clooney's chances for a Best Actor nod for J. Kelly. Grizzly 2's journey to the screen is almost as wild as its plot. Originally slated for release in 1983, the film was plagued by production issues and spent decades in limbo. Producer Suzanne Seacos-Nagy explained the team's vision. "We didn't want to make a 21st century movie. We wanted to preserve its authentic 80s American quality, something that feels like a lost relic, perfect for cult enthusiasts." With a killer bear, a star-studded cast, and a dash of nostalgia, we believe it can resonate with today's audience. But here's the bold question. Can a film intentionally preserved in its original flawed state truly connect with modern viewers, or is it just a curiosity piece? Speaking of the cast, Grizzly 2 features a surprising lineup, including Laura Dern, Steve Inwood, Louise Fletcher, and John Rhys-Davies. Interestingly, Clooney and Dern, now Oscar winners, are billed far down the cast list. This begs the question, will future releases lean heavily on their current fame to draw audiences? And what about Charlie Sheen, another big name in the cast? Is this a clever marketing strategy or a desperate attempt to salvage a forgotten film? Love it or hate it, Grizzly 2 is a fascinating piece of cinematic history. It's a reminder that even the biggest stars have humble and sometimes embarrassing beginnings. But does its troubled past and Clooney's self-deprecating humor make it a must-watch, or is it best left in the archives? We'll let you decide. What do you think? Is Grizzly 2 a cult classic in the making, or a bear of a different color? Sound off in the comments. We're dying to hear your take.